Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. We are live. Yay! Yep, we're live. Live, live, live. Woohoo! And it's a great night tonight. Because, well, you know what? Prove to myself why I want out of camera businesses. Highly upset at myself. I ended up hurting myself today. Took a few pain meds and fell asleep. And missed my inner circle call with David Power Talk. Missed my speaker class. And missed picking my daughter up from work because I was sleeping that so heavily from the pain meds. And so I'm not going to move too much tonight because I did hurt my back. But it's just the idea that, you know, people, we've got Motivational Monday going on here, and this is, your habits are shaping your confidence. And that's the problem is that when you focus on your habits, they build you up. What?
Can you wake me up at 5 in the morning so I can take a shower?
Sure. Love you too, bud. Good night. We're gonna finish your room tomorrow?
Yeah.
Please, thank you. I need my van back.
If not tomorrow, Wednesday, because
I need my van back.
Never said you can't take it out of your van.
I need help getting it out.
Okay, I can help you get it out. I just can't promise. Like, all right. I can help put my room together tomorrow because I have martial arts.
Okay. Sorry about that, people. Anyways, your habits are shaping your confidence, and so what happens is when you shape your habits, your confidence builds up because you feel like you're on top of the world because you've accomplished those small daily wins that you get all the time. Those daily wins build you up so you feel invincible. Sometimes that's not a good thing, especially when you feel invincible and you're old and you get overconfident on your own body. So let's leave it at that. But you know what, peoples? The point is, though, is that if you don't work on your confidence, if you don't work on your habits, where will you be? I mean, yeah, okay, so if I didn't get the stuff done I needed to get done today, I wouldn't be in pain right now. I wouldn't have taken pain meds and fallen asleep and slept right through all the important stuff that's on my schedule. All right? Hey, Elizabeth. But you know what? If I didn't do the things that I needed to do, where would I be now? See, what I'm trying to say is we have work to get done, and sometimes the work that we have to get done is not very fun. It's not very pleasant. Doesn't feel good. And sometimes we miss out on things that are really, really, really important to us because the work takes precedence, or the effects of the work takes precedence. Case in point, oversleeping. I mean, my body needed it. The pain meds took over. Pain meds and me don't get along. I just, game over, done. Now, and so what happens is when you build up your confidence in yourself, you feel like you can take over the world. And that confidence is something you build. Because every habit you repeat is shaping your confidence. It's shaping the way you see yourself. It's shaping your future, your destiny, the future you by helping you win on today's successes. Because when you keep a promise to yourself, even a small one, your confidence rises. But when you break a promise to yourself, even a small one, you just throw your confidence right out that window. So, you know what? In the mornings, drink that water. Take that walk. Finish that task. Because suddenly you're not just doing a habit. You're becoming somebody you can trust yourself. You know, and I want you to hear me clearly tonight. You don't have a confidence problem, you have a habit problem. Because it's those habits that build up in you and that build things, that make things better for you, that work. Because when you build those habits, they build you. They make you who you are. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Beth. Hey, Sam. Hey, Peter. See, your habits are shaping your confidence long before your confidence ever shows up, especially in public. You know, standing in front of that classroom, talking in front of your fellow students, standing up in front of a bunch of real estate people talking about that property that you want to sell, standing in front of a bunch of fellow employees talking about the business meeting that's going to happen later today, running for that union representative. See, your habits shape who you're going to be. They help build your confidence up so you can be the person you want to be. Because every habit you repeat is casting a vote. A vote for the person you think you are. A vote for the person you believe you are. A vote for the person you claim you want to be. So when you say that you want to be dependable, you show up early. You show up. And guess what? You're known as being dependable. You vote for dependability by just showing up. And when you finish the task that you say you're going to do, you vote for discipline. But when you avoid the hard things that you know you have to do, when you avoid those hard phone calls, when you avoid those hard jobs, when you avoid those hard tasks, those hard things, when you avoid them, guess what? You just voted to be inconsistent. Yep. You just voted to be lazy. Yep. You just voted to postpone your future self. You just voted to tell your future self no. You just voted to tell your dreams no. See, your identity is not built in here. It's built by the patterns that you do. This is why people feel stuck. They're trying to think their way into confidence. They're trying to think their way that, hey, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, instead of just doing it. See, you can mentally work something to death and at the end of the day still not have done it. I know. I've been there. I've done it. Maybe that's why I'm so tired all the time. Because I'm mentally working things to death. I'm guilty. I admit. I'm human. But you know what? Your identity isn't built in your head. It's built in the patterns you do. You can't think confidence into existence. You have to show up. Confidence is not a mindset. It's a memory. Confidence is a memory of the times that you showed up for yourself. When you stood up and took action for yourself. Confidence is a memory when you made those small wins for yourself. Because, you know, identity habits are the repeated actions that quietly teach your brain who you are. They shape your self-image. They shape your self-image. They shape your confidence. They shape your future. And by not what you intend to do, but by what you consistently do. See, identity habits are the small, repeated behaviors that reinforce a specific belief about yourself. Every time you repeat a habit, you're not just doing an action, you're casting a vote for the identity that you want to have. I'll say it in English. When you vote to drink some water, guess what? You're voting to take care of yourself. When you vote to show up on time for work, guess what? You're voting to show that that employer can say that you're dependable. When you finish the job that you start, you show people that you are disciplined. And discipline is what's important. Because when you avoid those hard things, you're showing everybody that you're inconsistent. Now, I'm in pain. I'm not going to lie. I'm in pain. My back hurts. I can't sit. I'm not. You see me coming back and forth here. That's because of the fact that it actually hurts to sit here. I pulled my back somehow or another. And it actually hurts to sit here. But you know what? I'm voting to be dependable. I'm voting to be consistent. I'm voting to be disciplined. I'm voting to try and let you guys know that, you know what, my little bit of pain is not as important as showing you how important it is to be consistent in your dreams and your goals, because your future self depends on it. See, I'm on day 137 of going live. Now, if I turn around and said, you know what, I'm in too much pain, I'm tired, I'm not feeling good, I took pain meds, and I'm wah, 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 and I just roll over and go back to sleep, I would break that 137-day streak. And that would make me vote for being inconsistent. And I'm not. Because I want people to know that, you know what? When you vote to be dependable, when you vote to be consistent, when you vote to be disciplined, to overcome the things that are painful for you to do, you can have your dreams. You're voting for the future self when you try and show that you are dedicated to yourself. Hey, Beth. See, your brain builds your identity from patterns, not promises. I could try to sit in bed all day long and work things out. But that's not going to get anything done. Nothing's going to get done until I actually get up and do something. It doesn't care what you say you want. Your brain watches what you do. And your brain tells you, hey, you know what? That's going to be painful. That's going to suck. That's going to hurt. And you have that choice on whether it's saying, hey, who's in charge? Me or you? What do you want? Do you want to be dependable or do you want to be inconsistent? Do you want that better self that you claim that you want, or do you want to run and just be a slacker? So your brain watches what you do, and you get to choose. Because when your habits align with your goals, your identity strengthens. But when your habits contradict your goals, thanks, Beth, your identity weakens. And that is exactly why people feel stuck in their life. They're trying to think their way into confidence, but their habits are training them to doubt themselves. Because see, action takes identity. Your brain records it as evidence. Your brain makes that belief. Cool. Your brain records it as evidence. And then your brain forms that belief about who you are. And then that belief creates your behavior. And then you behave in that alignment of that belief. And that becomes a loop of your life. See, there's an old saying that you are who you hang out with. And so what happens is the more people you hang out with, you develop to try and start doing the same things that they do. Because your brain mimics what they do. But when you start taking and focusing on putting good stuff in your brain doesn't understand what's going on. You have to physically challenge your brain. Your brain is a muscle. And all it does is it repeats itself. And so what happens is your environment, your brain sees what's in your environment, and it takes it, records it, and tries to make you form a belief that that's how life is supposed to be. It's up to you to make a decision on whether that's how you want to be or how you don't want to be. And so by what you do, to change that behavior that your brain is picking up all around you is what develops into your personality. It's what develops into your identity. It's what develops into who you are. So if you want to change your life, you don't start with belief. You start with your behavior. You start with your habits. You start with what you plug into your brain. And if you plug yuck yuck into your brain, guess what's going to come out of your brain? Yuck yuck. Thanks, Beth. So, you know what? Focus on those micro wins. Build the identity of someone who follows through. All right? Do the little things. The little easy things that you can get done every day that are small wins. Yeah, yuck yuck. That nasty stuff that happens throughout your life that you really don't want to happen but happens. Most people call it shit. But you know what? Yuck yuck works. And so you focus on the good things, the little micro wins that come through. Hey, what's going on, Natasha? You focus on the little micro wins, the good things that happen throughout your day that you successfully did. And you focus on those. Who cares that you failed horribly? Who cares that you twisted your back on something you're not supposed to be on anyways? And you took some pain meds and you ended up sleeping through your inner circle call with your mentor. Who cares that you took some pain meds and slept through your speaker class? Well, actually, I care. But you know what? It's bad, yes. But you know what? My body needed that sleep, apparently. My body needed that rest. And so instead, here I am tonight talking to you people. And that's a win. Not much of a win, but it's a win. And we're going to go with it. And you know what? We're going to chalk that up as a win for the day. And I'm going to mark that off as day 137. Because you know what? At the very end of the day, at least I got one win today. And that one win is all that I need to build my confidence to keep going. Those micro wins build the identity of someone who follows through. And the hard thing, discipline, I'll be honest, it's hard sitting here. My back hurts. But you know what? It's hard. But the hard things build the identity of someone who doesn't run from the pain, who doesn't run from the pressure, who doesn't run from whatever. I mean, if you listen to David Goggins, he's fucking running a 100-mile run with broken ankles or something like that. You ever look at those marathon runners and they're running and they're running and running and running. They get to the end and they're almost at the end and they collapse right before they get to the thing. And people see them and other runners see them and realize that, hey, you know what? They're the winners. They stop what they're doing. They could keep running and grab and win cross the finish line, but no, they stop and they pick those people up and they run with them. Why? Because hard things are discipline. People don't make fun of other people when they're working hard on themselves. You go to the gym and people out there are working hard. They don't make fun of you. The ones that are making fun of you at the gym are the ones that are there not working out, doing anything for themselves. The ones making fun of people are the ones that don't even care about their body. They don't care about their health. They're so focused entirely on on everybody else that they don't even care about the fact that they're killing themselves. So they're so depressed about their life that they got to make fun of other people. Their lives are so uneventful that they have to focus on other people for enjoyment. Because see, real winners focus on other winners. They see how they win and they focus on how they can win. And they help each other. That's what a community is about. Hard thing is a discipline. It builds the identity as someone who doesn't run from pressure. They build up that daily consistency. They build the identity as someone who doesn't run from pressure. They build the identity as someone who can be trusted. Trusted to try and follow through. Trusted to try and start their project and finish it. Who keeps their promises to themselves. Because every habit is either reinforcing your future, the identity that you claim that you want, the dreams that you claim that you want, the destiny that you claim that you desire, or every habit is either destroying it. You're either building your future or burying it based on what you do today. Because see, most people chase outcomes. But the outcomes don't last unless their identity changes. You see, people say they want to lose weight. They want to make money. They want to get organized. They want to become more confident in themselves. But you know what? The identity is about changing their habits on saying, you know what? I am a healthy person. I'm a healthy person because I drink water. I don't drink polluted chemicals. I'm a disciplined person because of the fact that I don't go and spend $8 on a coffee every morning on the way to work and $8 on a coffee on the way at home. I'm frugal. I'm a focused person because of the fact I make my list of things I need to get done instead of just randomly just running around the house and like, oh, hey, oh, look, I got to put drop ceiling up in my office. Oh, man, I got to clean my desk off. Oh, man, I got to organize. No, I make active lists on what needs to get done, and I focus on it. Identity habits is when you say that I'm a confident person because I can go and DoorDash every day. I can get on lives every night. I can stand up in front of class and give that speech. I can try and go. I can go to and stand up in front of the union representatives and talk to them. I can go to my boss and say I want a raise. I can walk in that place and hand him my resume saying that you need to hire me because I'm a great fit for this company. See, once your identity shifts, the outcomes follow automatically. Once you choose who you want to be and start focusing on your habits to do that, you will lose weight. You will make money. You will get organized. You will become confident in yourself. But it's all a mindset. You have to change your mindset. You have to try and tell yourself that, hey, I am a healthy person. I am a disciplined person. I am a focused person. I am a confident person. And some people say that's all blah, 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 manifestation, hoopla, affirmation crap. You know what? I'm going to honestly say, you know what? Believe what you will. There are people out there that believe that we're flying through space on the back of a turtle, or that there's a great spaghetti monster out there. You know, I personally believe in a God. But you know what? It doesn't matter what you believe in as long as you believe in something. And you know what? What's wrong with believing in the idea that you're a healthy person? What's wrong in believing that I'm a disciplined person? What's wrong in the idea of believing that I'm a focused person? What's wrong in the idea of believing that I'm a competent person? What's wrong with believing in the idea that you need to stand in front of your bathroom mirror in the morning and say to yourself, I'm healthy, I'm disciplined, I'm focused, I'm competent, I'm better than I was yesterday. I'm not as good as I want to be, but I'm a hell of a lot better than I used to be. Because I guarantee you start doing that on a daily basis, you'll see a change. You will see a change. It doesn't matter whether you believe in Allah or you believe in God or believe in Jesus Christ or believe in whoever. Believe in yourself. That's who you need to believe in. Because once you choose the identity that you want, once you choose who you want to become, you're unstoppable. A friend of mine has a book. She's a publisher. She has it on Amazon. The name of the book is Crushed but Unstoppable. I'd recommend it. It's a yellow book with a purple lettering on it. I don't have a copy. I haven't gotten it yet. But she's pushed it quite a few times. Crushed but Unstoppable. I get nothing from it other than the fact that it's a good book and she's a great woman. I'd recommend reading it. It's on Amazon. Crushed but Unstoppable. And you know what? When you choose who you want to become, that confidence, that discipline, that focus, that resilience, that will all help change. That you will focus on those habits and build them up. And guess what? You repeat it daily, you can start tracking those wins. And when you start tracking those wins, your brain will see the visible proof. Hey, Boo. Hey, Silky. And sometimes that's what we need. We need that visible proof. So stop doing the habits that vote against who you want to be. Because when you're trying to decide that, hey, you know what, I don't feel like going live tonight because I hurt my back. I don't feel like trying and going live tonight because of the fact I'm tired and the Vicodins I took my back are making me really, really tired. When you choose to try and go down that path and become inconsistent because of convenience, your comfort wins. And your comfort kills your dreams. Your comfort kills your passion. Your comfort kills your future. So stop voting for the habits that destroy your future. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You rise to the level of your identity. You rise to the level of your commitment to your habits. Your identity rises to the level of your habits. Because you know what? You can drum build your own confidence. Just follow your micro wins. And your micro wins are there. They are there. They are there because you have withstood more than people have known. You have owned more challenges, more stories, more scars, and more skills than people have seen. It's time. It's time. It's time to win in a way that nobody can ignore. It's time for you to step up and start giving yourself the credit you deserve. Make your next move your loudest ones yet. Because I believe in you. You need to start believing in yourself. I thank you for joining me tonight, and you have an